So for problems 5 and 6, we're going to write these equations of lines in standard form. So remember that standard form is ax plus by is equal to c. So variables on one side, these are both integers. All right, what form is this in right here already? So I have y equals mx plus b. So this is in slope-intercept, and we're going to change it to standard form. So first thing I would do is to get rid of my fraction, because I can't have any fractions in my final answer. So I'm going to come and multiply through all my terms with a 5 and come up with 5y is equal to 2x minus 4. Then I need to move my x over to the side with the y, so I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides, and I'll be left with 2x plus 5y is equal to negative 4. So this answer, or the answer if I were to multiply through all this by a negative 1 and come up with 2x minus 5y is equal to positive 4, either one of those would be the correct answer. Now on example 6, this time you can see it's in point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And I am going to take that and change it into standard form. So again, I'm going to get rid of the fractions. But remember that the parentheses hide the stuff inside, so that when I multiply by my 4, I'll get 4y plus 12 is equal to, now 4 times 3/4, I get 4, we're going to 4 once, 1 times 3 is 3, and then the inside does not change. This stays x minus 2. So now I'm going to distribute 4y plus 12 is equal to 3x minus 6. I'm going to get my x over here with my y, so I have minus 3x plus 4y. And I'm going to minus this 12 on this side. So minus 12 gives me a negative 18. So either that or multiply through by a negative 1. 3x minus 4y is equal to 18. All right, so example 7. We have a line that passes through negative 4, 1 and has a slope of negative 3/4. And I want to write that equation in standard form. Now, with a point and the slope, I don't have any way to plug it right into that, so I have to start with point slope form, because that's what I have, a point and a slope. So I'm going to use then y minus 1 is equal to negative 3/4 times x minus a negative, so plus 4. All right, so there it is. There's the equation of my line written in point slope form. Now I want to take this and change it into standard form. So to do that, I need to get rid of my fraction. So I'm going to multiply through everything by a 4 and get 4y minus 4. And the 4's cancel. It gives me negative 3 times x plus 4. So 4y minus 4 is equal to negative 3x minus 12. I'm going to move my x to the other side, so I'm going to add 3x over, so that's going to be 3x plus 4y, and then so I have minus 4, so I'm going to add 4 on the other side, so negative 12 plus 4 gives me negative 8. And I'm going to have both of these positive. I would not rewrite that with 2 negatives. So that would be my answer. Oops. And you were supposed to try changing that to standard form. Well, you got out of that one, didn't you? All right, so a line has a slope of negative 3/5 and a y-intercept of 0.4. Write its equation in standard form. Well, again, I can't plug into standard form. So I see that I've got the slope and I have the y-intercept. Remember, the y-intercept is b. So we can use y equals mx plus b and begin with y equals a negative 3/5 x and then plus 4. All right, so then I'm going to let you try to change that to standard form. So change that to standard form yourself. So stop it. 9, a line passes through 5, 5 and negative 1, 7. Write its equation in standard form. Well, again, I either have to choose y equals mx plus b or y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And since I don't have the y-intercept, I'll use the second one. So we're going to need to calculate the slope because it's not given to you. So we're going to have 5 minus 7. I'll come over here and do this. So I'm going to have 5 minus 7 over 5 minus a minus 1. So that's going to be 5 plus 1, which is going to be 6. So this is then going to be negative 2, 6, and that's going to reduce to negative 1/3. So this is my slope that I'm calculating there, so negative 1/3. So we'll come over then and we'll choose the first point to use. So we'll do y minus 5 equals negative 1/3 times x minus 5. And again, you try to change that into standard form. And we'll pick up on the next video.